Dr. Vinay Sahasrabuddhe ji, Honorable President of the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, a nationalist social worker, a great leader and an eminent scholar, is now requested to address the August gathering.
Our External Affairs Minister, Honorable Shri Jaishankar ji, Union Minister for Education and Skill Development, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu Kashmir, Shri Manoj Sinha ji, Minister of State, Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, Shri Atul Dullu ji, Professor Nazir Gyani ji, and all the dignitaries present in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Let me at the outset congratulate the government of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and especially the Lieutenant Governor, Shri Manoj Sinha ji, for organizing this particular function, because this particular function, I believe, marks the dawn of the development era in a more confident and robust manner, and it also marks resonance of the aspirations of next generation of Jammu and Kashmir. I believe that this particular event will go a long way in having many more foreign students coming to Jammu and Kashmir, and I'm happy that the organizers made Indian Council for Cultural Relations a partner in the conduct of this function. Foreign students coming to India and coming especially to Jammu and Kashmir is a proposition on which we all are working for several years, including the Indian Council for Cultural Relations. And as we know, students from other countries come to India in search of quality education, in search of diversity of knowledge areas, and of course, career opportunities. And in this regard, I would say Jammu Kashmir has a huge potential to offer several disciplines, several knowledge areas to the foreign students. For example, we are talking about the plans of the university, which is basically into agriculture sciences and technology as well. So I'm sure not just food processing, but the recent emphasis of the government on the farmer producers organizations and management of such organizations would certainly add great value to the education of agriculture and related issues in such universities. I'm also keen that new sciences also should be explored. A few years back, the President of Iceland had visited India, and he had suggested that we would like to collaborate with Indian universities on areas like glacier sciences, which I believe, again, is very relevant to Jammu and Kashmir. I would also suggest, apart from this, and now the new education policy, the new national education policy facilitates interdisciplinary education and research as well. And Indian Council for Cultural Relations is very keen on what we call as building language friendship bridges. For example, in our country, there are very few universities that offer training in some of the important neighborhood languages, including, let's say, Uzbek or Kazakh or Bhutani or Burmese, and so on and so forth. Maybe it would be a good idea if such universities come forward and start courses in these languages there, whereby perhaps we can get good interpreters and translators as well. I would also suggest that since Jammu and Kashmir is a state known for exquisite art traditions, Indian Council of Cultural Relations would be very happy to organize some kind of an exchange of artisans and thereby the traditional knowledges in several parts of the globe and, of course, Jammu and Kashmir. I would also propose that if the Jammu and Kashmir administration so decides, the ICCR would be happy to help them to organize such kinds of fairs whereby we can make people in other countries, in other capitals, let's say in Tashkent, in Nur Sultan, in Thimphu, Colombo, Bangkok, where we have our centers, we can organize or help the Jammu and Kashmir administration to organize such fairs whereby the message of a changing, new aspirational Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, goes loud and clear in several countries. I would also say that education is one of the powerful vehicles of culture, and culture is also the part of agriculture. So an agriculture university coming forward, taking Indian Council for Cultural Relations along with it, and moving to make Jammu Kashmir an ideal destination for the Gen Next of an aspirational world, I believe, is the right step in the right direction. And as President ICCR, let me assure every cooperation in such initiatives of the government of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those very kind words.